can she get over the line for her second WTA Tour title, denying Taylor Townsend her first title? 2 championship points here for Peyton Stearns. Where are you going to go with this serve? Stearns here. Serves out wide. Backhand slice return. It's got good depth on it from Taylor Townsend. Now Taylor Townsend, all sorts of trouble there. She can't deal with the backhand. Peyton Stearns punches the air with delight as she seals the title, much to the disappointment of Taylor Townsend. But they do embrace. It's a warm hug at the net between the two players. And Peyton Stearns gets over the line for her second career title. 7-6, 7-5, 2 fingers from her in the air, perhaps to indicate 2 titles won. And she is the champion in Austin. Congratulations to Peyton Stearns and all her fans. Commiserations to Taylor Townsend, who had her chances today. Don't forget, it was Taylor Townsend who took the earliest initiative in this match by breaking the Peyton Stearns serve. She also then had 2 set points on the Peyton Stearns serve at 3-5, 15-40. She couldn't take either of those 2 set points and then also was unable to serve it out at 5-4. We then get to the tiebreak and both players are looking pretty anxious. Both players hitting the ball kind of cautiously. And it's just waiting for the first person to blink or the first person to make an error. And as a result, there were some errors flying now off the racket at Taylor Townsend, perhaps feeling the momentum shift going towards Peyton Stearns in that first set tiebreak. And it was Stearns who was leading 6-3 in the tiebreak. But suddenly then it was Stearns who got anxious. And how many times were we seeing Stearns up in the rallies and having short balls, but dumping forehands into the net? That was a relationship that was growing ever more toxic between the forehand of Peyton Stearns and the net. And in the end, we get to 6-all in the tiebreak as she can't seal the deal from 6-3 up. 3 set points coming and going. Remember, this stage we've had 2 set points for Taylor Townsend and 3 for Peyton Stearns. We were going to have a 4th set point for Peyton Stearns that was going to come and go. We were going to have a 3rd set point for Taylor Townsend that would come and go. And eventually, Peyton Stearns wins that first set in a pretty dramatic tiebreak. So she got over the line in terms of that first set tiebreak by winning it by 10 points to 8. The second set was nervy for both players again. The quality wasn't particularly high from either player as they were just waiting often for an error from the opponent. But it was Taylor Townsend who was delivering more errors than Peyton Stearns in the initial stages of the second set. And had a break point on the Taylor Townsend serve, couldn't take it, but eventually did go up a break in the second set and lead by 3-2. 1 or 2 pretty awful volleys from Taylor Townsend at the net, helping Peyton Stearns get that early advantage in the second set. But we actually had 4 breaks of serve in a row. Peyton Stearns went up 3-2 with a break, got reeled into 3-all. Then she goes up 4-3 with a break, and now Peyton is just 2 games away from the win. But she can't get over the line, gets to 4-all after those 4 breaks in a row. And now Taylor is the first person to hold for quite some time and also gets to deuce on the Peyton Stearns serve at 4-5. So she's now just 2 points away from winning the second set and taking us to 3 sets. But Peyton Stearns held her nerve and her serve to get to 5-all and then ultimately breaking the Taylor Townsend serve. And then finally serving it out, winning the last 3 games of the match to win this 7-6, 7-5, denying Taylor Townsend her first ever title and winning her second title. Looking at some of the stats from this match, Peyton Stearns, 8 aces. That was huge for her at times. She was serving well at times in this match, and none more so with some of those unreturned serves and aces in particular. She hit 8 aces, Taylor Townsend hitting just 2. 11 double faults from the 2 players, 6 off the racket at Taylor Townsend, 5 from Peyton Stearns. But it was the unforced error count from both players. They hit between them 82 unforced errors today, but it was 44 unforced errors off the racket of Taylor Townsend that proved the difference. 38 from Peyton Stearns, as Peyton Stearns got over the line and won her second WTA Tour title and her first in her homeland for the Cincinnati-born right-hander. She seals the title and will be going to Indian Wells in fine fettle. Taylor Townsend will be thinking what might have been, particularly regarding that first set. But it is Stearns who lifts the title in Austin. Thank you for joining, and you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.